We wanted to officially launch our 2014 membership, and there's no better place to do it than here at Adelaide Oval, where we're going to have our home games for next year and beyond. So it's a very exciting time for us, and indeed for our new players. We have an induction today for our brand new players down at West Lakes, and as I'm going to start with them as I start now, I don't think there's probably any more exciting time to be drafted into the club than right now. And if you look around this morning, you can understand why. You've probably seen some of our membership bubble up over the last couple of weeks, but we did want to officially launch it today here at our home as part of the 2014 campaign. We're underway pretty well though, because in that so-called soft launch a week or two ago, we've been able to bank nearly 2,000 brand new members already, which is just fantastic for us. We're en route to a target of 60,000, as you probably know. It's ambitious, but we also think that we're well on target already, Jesper, to be able to do that, so it's a great start. But there's also some different things along the way, is that 4 of those 2,000, nearly 2,000, are here with us this morning, and you guys might like to talk to them at some stage, but over your shoulder there is Stuart and Sue and Luke and Jacob. And they're an interesting story because they went to Melbourne, originally Crow supporters here. They went to Melbourne, they loved going to the CBD, to Etihad and what it all represented in the middle of the city. And they've come back here, weren't members of AAMI, but were so excited about this that they've gone, we have to be a part of it. And the beautiful part about that is that Stuart's actually an Essendon supporter and is now having to be considered one of us. Okay, so there's lots of good little stories like that are there that you might like Jesper to pick up on. So anyway, we launched our membership today, and we're grateful for you to be here, and whatever you want to ask these guys, go for your life.
I think it's very exciting for the playing group to be here for the first time, to see where we're going to play our footy from next year and beyond, and to see the facilities. I was lucky enough to come down the other day and see the corporate facilities that we've got and have a little tour downstairs, and it's world-class facilities, and something that I know will really excite the playing group.
How different is it looking out like this with the setup compared to what it would be like walking out onto AAMI?
Oh, it's completely different, to be honest, but I think it adds a new chapter to the footy club and an exciting new era as Trigg touched on, with new players coming into the club, a fresh new start for us, and it's going to be really exciting for our fans, I think, playing footy in the CBD, and hopefully we can make this a fortress where teams don't want to come play us.
Let's be honest, how important was it for you guys to step on here before fall? Was that the whole...
Oh no, I don't think that matters too much to us at all. I think it's important for us today to get together as a footy club for the first time and see we're going to be playing for many years to come yet.
What's the intensity like being at pre-season training, PB?
Yeah, it's been, as all pre-seasons are, it's been really difficult the first couple of weeks, but the boys have handled it really well. They've come back in some really good shape, which allows us to jump straight into some pretty high intensity training. No, we've got a fair bit of ground to make up from last year, so it's a good attitude so far, but got a long way to go yet.
The young guys sort of raise your eyebrows a little bit?
Yeah, there's been a lot of guys that have put in some hard yards over the off season. Matty Yench, Matty Wright come to mind. They've put in a lot of extra work over the off season and come back in some really good condition. Really impressed with what I've seen of our young draftees and rookies that we've got so far too, as well as our 2 traded players, James Podsiadly and Eddie Betts. They've been really exciting to have up forward in training that we've been doing. So look, it's a certainly new look Adelaide Crows team for 2014, but certainly we're looking to keep improving.
And how have those two been? Obviously, you've been a bit daunting coming to a new club. Sorry. They're sort of, leading the way already? Yeah, look, they,
if you came down to training, you wouldn't know that they're new to the footy club, to be honest, and I think that speaks volumes for their character and I guess where they've come from. They come in, Eddie's already talking about, certain styles of game plan and the way he plays, the way that Carlton did things, and James is no different as well, so it's been really refreshing for the playing group to hear some fresh ideas, and they've bought right into straight away what we're about, so it's I think that's a credit to recruiters as well for identifying the right people for our group.
How's Taylor Walker's form?
Yeah, good. Tex is coming along well at the moment. He's moving well outside and he's up and about as per usual. I think he found it really beneficial when he went away to the States a number of weeks back now, but I think he'll just keep chipping away at his program and hopefully sticks on track.
Oh yeah, listen, every season we certainly evolve our game plan and our training techniques, and we feel like we're going to make some really important adjustments to how we played last year. I think we're still playing the right way. As the skipper mentioned, some really important free agents come into our squad for the 2014 season, plus some really exciting young kids. And while we're playing at a new exciting stadium, we're going to still try and attempt to play the same way, which we think helps wins finals.
Yeah, but
in broad terms, are you doing more running, more weights compared to previous?
Yeah, we've made some minor adjustments, I think, to the way that we train. You've certainly got to try and stay ahead of the curve when it comes to how you prepare each season, and we'll learn from some things that we thought we could improve on last year, and I think you'll see a much fitter side next season.
You're tracking better than last year, you think?
We hope so. I mean, you certainly monitor every session that you do, and at the moment we're running above 40 k's a week. We're averaging an AFL game every second day, so we're running about 14 to 15 k's every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, with some high intensity running above 28 k's an hour, which matches an AFL game. So at the moment, without the contact, our guys are replicating an AFL game 3 times a week. So we're certainly getting the miles into their legs, and we'll certainly be really prepared for the start of the 2014 season.
A lot of the clubs have been overseas or are overseas at the minute. Do you feel like you missed out a little bit?
No, not so much. I mean, we're training at a really high intensity here at home. We play our game at sea level. We don't play it up in the mountains at altitude. The benefits of altitude training are normally worn off 2 weeks after you return home. So that's the research that we've done. We don't need to go away as a group to get closer. Like our culture is very strong. We don't need our guys to go anywhere to bond. They actually bond really well here at home. And if you spend a couple of weeks within our footy program, you'll see these guys really enjoy each other's company. They love playing together, and they're desperate for success. So we feel we don't need to go away to try and improve that. We can certainly get that here at home.
What did you learn from Martin's visit here this week?
Well, most of the things, I had a catch up with him yesterday. His summary was you guys are doing almost everything right. I mean, 95% of our program is done at a really good level that matches whatever's done internationally. Loves our program, as I said, and it was just good to be reassured that the program that we're in is world class.
A few things he suggested maybe tweaking a little bit, or?
Yeah, I mean, we can always improve. We're always looking for ways to monitor our program better. We're trying to get the best out of our players without having to guess, if that makes sense. So when it comes to strength and conditioning and fitness, it has to become an exact science. You can't take too many punts when it comes to preparing your players. As I said, we're monitoring our players really closely each week. We're, as I said, doing up to 40 k's a week at the moment, and lots of high intensity running. You'll see the guys look a little bit leaner than probably this time last year, so probably the strength focus is now more of a sort of a running focus, but that's the way the game's heading with interchange cap and the way the game is now. We have to ensure that our guys are prepared the best that they can be for the start of the 2014 season.